What's up, you fucking Moozadales? This is Seanstradamus, the sports genius, formerly known as Sean, coming to you February 1st, 2022, with another episode of Diary of a Man Sports Fan. I'm going to just jump right off into letting you know what grinds my gears in the world of sports. And not only that, but why I hate your miserable fucking guts. And just about every last one of you. Because I was doing fine up until about 6 to 8 months ago and shit. And then I started having acid reflux and shit. I was taking pictures before people was like, man, you ain't got no gray hair at your age. Like, nope, I didn't. Now I got all types of gray hair and shit. I got between taking care of my mama, I got an uncle that's sick and shit, and then dealing with the fucking Chicago Bears, who I'm going to tell you right now, right fucking now, I am finished with the Chicago Bears. Until that old cat-faced bitch is gone, Virginia McCaskey, and porn star mustache having ass George McCaskey is gone, and they sell the fucking team, I'm finished with them. I'm done with this same old Groundhog Day shit, which happens to be tomorrow again, and we're going to have another big ass snowstorm again. That's a whole nother story, though. But I'm done with this same song and fucking dance until they sell the fucking team. Period. I'm not doing this shit. God willing, if you motherfuckers don't worry me to fucking death, I will be 45 years old this year. And guess what? The Bears won when I was 9. You do the fucking math. That's 36 years of bullshit I've been listening to. First it was Doug Flutie going, man, we finna win with Doug Flutie facing the Redskins. Redskins started laughing like Charlie Murphy, when they was facing Prince of the Revolution and shit. When they saw that. Beat the shit out of the Bears. 28-13 at home. We fucking 14-2, and you gonna run a fucking circus clown out there, run a fucking midget. You dead serious. Then it's the Wanstead years, who got their best player, it was like our best defensive player know how to do Lou Rawls impersonation. Like, but can he play football? Like, what is this, the fucking cat skills? Like, nobody need, like, fucking Def Comedy Jam over here. If I want to listen to impersonations, I can go listen to Frank Caliendo. I don't need no fucking impersonations. Joe Kane know how to do Lou Rawls impersonations, but we 4-12. Then you got John Shute throwing 2-yard passes and shit on 3rd and 37. Every fucking down. Like, okay, fine. Got through that. Then Lovey wants to run a cover 2 zone against Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. This motherfucker standing out there in the rain and ain't even dirty. His jersey ain't even getting wet because they run the cover 2 zone. And he throwing 2-yard passes to Joseph Adai all fucking day. Then they want to come to 2011 and beat down 33-0 against fucking Tom Brady and them here at Soldier Field. It's like, man, it's snowing out there. They finna get after Brady and them. They down 33-0 to half. I ain't even mentioned Joe Montana and them whooping their ass in 1989, 28-3 in the NFC Championship game. They didn't even mention that one. I ain't even mentioned when they let Aaron Rodgers get away with the NFC Championship game in 2011. See, my biggest problem as an organization is people think it's cute to be competitive every year. I'm like, define fucking competitive. I don't want to be 8-8, 10-6, 9-7, 10-6, whatever, every fucking year, but we know we're going to lose. I would much rather be the Giants. I would much rather be a joke for the last 10 years, but we had 4 Super Bowls over the last 35 years. Last 36 years, this motherfucker got 4 Super Bowls over the last 36 years so forth. I would much rather be, because you were a joke for the last 10 years too. You just don't know it. Motherfuckers run that line, these are the Bears. Not the Bears. It ain't no, it's an H on the end of it now. Whenever you listen to white people talking about the Bears, in 85, and the monsters, Midway, and like, the fuck up. That shit is not funny, man. That shit is cute when you're a kid. Or when you old and white and stupid or something, you just want, like, don't nobody want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing about the Bears. And yes, you want to wonder why I'm going the fuck off right now? Because the Bears just made another mistake as a head coaching hire. Yes, I'm saying it's a fucking mistake. And fuck anybody who thinks differently. Fuck you too. Matt Eberduce is a fucking mistake. And you know why? Because he's a white Lovie Smith. That's all he is. He's some white dude that runs the Tampa 2 that is going to have to go out and hire an offensive coordinator. And if an offensive coordinator actually comes in here and is cold, guess what's going to fucking happen? He's going to get poached and get a head coaching job. You're going to have to figure out how to hire another head coaching job. This is going to be Groundhog's Day all over again from the years 2005 through 2012 where they couldn't find an offensive coordinator. That's exactly what's going to fucking happen. He's either going to be weak or the dude is going to be cold and then they're going to get another job. So the only way Matt Eberflus up, Eberdouche, I don't call him Eberflus, Eberdouche, you're setting this dude up to where he either has to be Belichick or it's over. He's going to have to be one of those guys like Tomlin that knows how to fucking hire a staff that's just great at that. You need a head coach, someone who knows how to do it. That's why, to me, shit, if you was gonna make a hire like this, I'd have hired Marvin Lewis. Why not? I mean, I personally wanted to hire Marvin Lewis last year. I wanted to fire them, but now it's all fucked up because the dude that he would have brought in as his offensive coordinator is now, Hugh Jackson is now the head coach at Grambling State. Now imagine had you brought in dude and Hugh Jackson to work with him. No, Hugh Jackson wasn't no great head coach, but he was great when they was working with Andy Dalton and shit like that. And then every time I fucking get on here, the fucking phone rings. I mean, this shit is just ridiculous. Fuck you. Anyhow, here goes. All of that shit just grinds my fucking gears. The Bears, I wanted Harbaugh, and then guess what? What's going to happen is Harbaugh's going to wind up in Minnesota. Jim Harbaugh's going to wind up in Minnesota. You're going to wind up facing him and fucking Vic Fangio's defense every year. And Vic Fangio already knows his team. If you were going to hire a defensive coordinator, why not just hire Vic Fangio? He knows the personnel that you got. Just hire him and say, man, we're going to hire Vic Fangio and bring and bring in a staff for him. A defensive, why? Why the fuck would you do that with all these people out here? It's the same thing they did when they went out and drafted Trubisky instead of drafting fucking Watson. You only get one chance to make certain opportunities, to have certain opportunities. Harbaugh, people like Jim Harbaugh is only available on the market once. People like, who else? Brian Flores. You hired a defensive coordinator, you ain't even hired Flores. Like, why? Why not? Hire Brian Flores. He's the hottest one on the market. Go hire him. The only thing that would make this justifiable to me would be if they hired Eberdouche and these other GM and stuff like that, is because they knew they were going to sell the team within the next 2-3 years, and they wanted to hire some cheap-ass, understated people that would be easy to fire when the new owners came in here. That's the only thing that I'll accept as an explanation. Other than that, this is complete and utterly unfucking acceptable. So until they fucking sell, I'm done with them. And I'm saying it right now because I'm a man, unlike y'all. I refuse to be the one to lie in 6 months and pretend like I approved of this shit, or in 9 months and pretend like I approved of this shit when they start off 3 or 4-0. Because I know a lot of people who do that. They be like, man, I was okay with this from the beginning. No, you weren't. You're the same motherfuckers like pussies like these cowards on TV like Stephen A. Smith and them who sit around and act arrogant. Hey, man, I'm a fan of the Steelers. They're always fans of teams that are the greatest team in the history of the sports and shit. Man, I'm a Lakers fan. Man, I'm a Brooklyn fan. Man, I'm a fucking Dodgers fan. They always just happen to be the fans of the team that's got the most talent ever. You never see them say, man, I'm a fan of the Tampa Bay Rays or the Portland Trail. Somebody that fucking, the only reason why people go there is to retire or to get high because it's legal to smoke weed in Colorado or Portland or wherever the fuck it is. Like, dude, I have no respect for people like y'all. Which brings me to another topic as far as no respect. I have no respect for people who are trying to sell Matt Stafford as like This dude is just the next fucking Joe Montana. First of all, Matthew Stafford is Jay Cutler with a better publicist. He's Jay Cutler with a better publicist. You saw that fucking pass that he threw in the second with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. That was a Matthew Stafford pass. Dude just fucking dropped the ball. That was the most inexcusable pass. If they had threw that, I swear to God, if I'd have threw that pass on Madden, if we'd have been playing Madden and somebody threw that pass, we'd be like, man, this game is cheating, and I'd have broke the joystick. Because there's nowhere in the world. Who the fuck are you throwing it to? They have on red, your guys have on blue. This nigga threw it dead to him. There was nobody from the Rams in that area. And he threw it clean to him on second down. That wasn't even third down. Like, if it had been third down, you could say, man, if he throw it and he get intercepted, it's like a punt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They down on their own 40. What? No, he did this shit on second down. He did this shit on second down. I'm tired of people. Yeah, these organizations are weak. The Bears suck as an organization. The Lions suck as an organization. The Cincinnati before now sucked as an organization. But guess what? You only got to get right once. You only got to get lucky one time. I learned that from what's that? But I heard Mark Cuban say that about getting rich. You only got to get one idea before you go off to the races. And that's what happened with Cincinnati. They got right once with Joe Burrow. Now they're in the Super Bowl again. The Lions drafted Matthew Stafford and did shit. That proves to me that he wasn't shit. He wasn't the one. They weren't right. It wasn't their fault that he's weak. That he makes those passes like he passed. I'm going to tell the story. I've told it a million times. I've never told it on any podcast or anything, but I've told friends that 3 Thanksgivings ago, Thanksgiving of 2018, I'm watching the football game with my uncle downstairs, and we're getting ready to head over to my cousin's house for Thanksgiving dinner. We're watching the Bears and the Lions. The Bears are up 20-13, fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go. Dude is like, do you want to leave now? Because it was like almost 3 o'clock, then it was getting ready to start. Like, want to leave now because they're up 20-13. They probably going to win anyway. Or do you want to sit here? I was like, give me 2 minutes. Matthew Stafford is finna do something. I swear to God, 2 plays later, this motherfucker threw a pick 6 to Eddie Jackson. I was like, we can go now. You don't believe him? Anybody who knows him, you can ask him. I was like, we can go. Because Matthew Stafford did what Matthew Stafford does. And I can't wait for him doing the Super Bowl and y'all pretend like, oh man, no, we... See, that's why I hate the media. That's why I hate the most. Because instead of letting the sport sell itself, instead of letting sports, basketball, football, hockey, baseball, instead of letting them sell themselves, you try to sell people the sport, but you sell them fucking lies. You sell them what you want to sell them. And try to pretend. Like, I don't hear nobody bring it up too much. I think I heard it on Will Bonds and them show. And you know Skip Bayless was going to bring it up because he hates Matthew Stafford. But I don't even count Skip because dude is a fucking circus clown, Brillo pad head ass. But anyway, I don't hear nobody bringing up that pass that he threw and how inexcusable it was. And who the fuck was he throwing it to? And how is that not just clinically Matthew Stafford? No, I hear Colin Coward and them doing like this. And Matthew Stafford the only one could have won that game. Goff couldn't have won that game. Goff went to the Super Bowl too. So you're telling me right now Matthew Stafford loses in the Super Bowl, if he goes in there and shits all down his pants, that he was still worth those picks? No, he has to win the Super Bowl. Goff went to the Super Bowl. Shit, fucking Rex Grossman went to the Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer went to... Like, no, you gotta win. I'm sick of all these fucking lies. You all are really... I just live with nothing but lies and more lies. And everybody want to blame Russell Westbrook, namely Shannon Sharp, for the Lakers being weak. Meanwhile, they was in the 7 and 8 seed last year. No. It's just all what's fault. What's the problem? But they was in the 8 seed last year, and then street clothes Anthony Davis is fucking, he of the no two eyebrow, he of the one longest eyebrow in the world and shit. This motherfucker, he just stay in street clothes. He hurt every other day. That's Russ' fault though. And he been hurt every other day since the inception of fucking manhood, of fire. This one, every day of his miserable life, he's been hurt. But that's Russ's fault. I literally fucking hate you niggas, man. You all are the stupidest motherfuckers. I can't believe that. Oh my God. I don't know, dude. You know what? There you have it. Another episode of Diary of a Mad Sports Fan. If you liked it, comment. If you didn't, go fuck your mother. Peace and hand grease. Done arguing with you stupid mother.